The Mount Merapi volcano in Indonesia has experienced a partial collapse. Its flank has partially collapsed, and that has generated impressive lava flows down the slope, down the volcano's flanks. And that is quite consistent with its ongoing dome building activity. So what's happening at this stratovolcano, guys? Hello, welcome everyone, and let's dive into this. And if you can, leave this video an early like and hype. Thank you for that. Mount Merapi. The volcanic mountain peak is located near the center of the island of Java in Indonesia, and the volcano is about 20 miles, that's 32 kilometers north of Yogyakarta and somewhat farther south of Semarang. These are the populated areas, and Merapi is called Mountain of Fire. That's the translation. And boy, does this thing really do what its name is. And it rises 9,551 feet, that's 2,911 meters, and it has steep slopes, very, very steep slopes that can accelerate lava flows and lahars, and has dense vegetation on its lower flanks. And it's the most active of Indonesia's, and now listen, and it's crazy, 130 active volcanoes. And it's had the largest eruption that it's ever had in 1006, and it has spread ash throughout central lava. But we did have other major eruptions of this boy in 1786, 1822, 1872, 1930, and 1976. So on a pretty regular basis. And almost half of Merapi's eruptions have been accompanied by pyroclastic flows, and basically that are clouds of superheated gases and incandescent solid particles that explode out of the volcano. So you don't want to be close to that, because that can end you pretty easily. And the eruption, there was also an eruption on November 22nd in 1994. The release of a pyroclastic flow has unfortunately led to the loss of 64 people. And after that, a series of eruptions of the volcano in late 2010 has also included pyroclastic flows, also caused the loss of people, injured many, many more people, and has forced tens of thousands of people to evacuate the area. And since then, the volcano has erupted several times between 2013 and 2023, and the current phase of unrest. So what we see on these images is this partial collapse at the Mount Merapi volcano, and we see that, of course, if the walls collapse, that produces these sudden lava flows. And we had something like this also in Iceland last year. There was like a lava lake, and then the wall collapsed, and then it's like a dam breach, right? The lava can flow out. And this event basically, really, I already said it, it follows a continuous volcanic activity that has been observed, especially in the recent days. And we already had a pyroclastic flow that traveled roughly 1,500 meters, that's 4,921 feet southwest on November 9th. And it lasted, and they measure this in seconds. Basically, it lasted a minute and a half. Officially, they said 188.32 seconds. And guys, this volcano is at alert level 3. And residents are advised to follow official safety recommendations, of course. So all these events, it's nothing like, whoa, super unusual or something like this. It really fits Merapi's typical eruption pattern, which includes frequent dome growth, right? By lava, it's producing these domes, and they're increasing in height. And then, of course, there's a cycle where this collapses. Alert level 3 means high activity. Public has been advised, stay out of designated safety areas, designated hazard zones, and really comply with the official safety guidelines. And what we can say as a conclusion, Mount Merapi's current behavior continues its long-term pattern of near continuous degassing that it shows, lava extrusion as well, and periodic dome collapses. And in addition, we have these frequent pyroclastic flows that pose, of course, significant risk to nearby communities. Thankfully, through this event, we haven't received any immediate damage reports, and hopefully it remains like this. Thank you for watching, guys. Like and hype. Click the link in the description if you want to support the channel, and I hope I see you here in the end screen.